Yeah, I'm just gonna be upfront with you guys. I'm not even gonna do how I normally introduce these kind of videos, and yeah, I'm just not gonna be bothered, so I'm just gonna get straight into it. So I played the Black Ops 7 open beta, and to be honest with you, I didn't have any intentions to play it because I just didn't really care for it. But the only reason that I did is because, well, texted a friend just saying, hey, wanna just mess around with this for a few hours and just meme and shit? And he's like, yeah, sure. And so we did. So let's get straight into the highlights. No, stop the music.
Seriously?
I just said this wasn't gonna be how I normally do it, alright? So cut this shit, right? And let me just get on with my video for the highlights. Please.
I'm sorry.
Got it?
Understood.
Thank you. Anyways, so basically how I started off my BO6 open beta video, I showcased the same exact thing, specifically the code of conduct since, well, it is modern COD after all.
Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
And after having to forcefully acknowledge those 3 particular rules for the code of conduct, hopped into a match and here were some of my first few kills.
Oh, I got my first kill. Good.
Now I'll be honest, in terms of the little initial movement and playing this, it actually didn't feel too bad. Overall, it felt smooth. I will say that. But later on in the match, I already had a weird little bug, where at first I thought I killed myself with my own grenade as the symbol that showed up. But if you pay attention to my bottom right equipment display, I already threw my nade. Again, it probably was just a weird bug. Just check this out.
Behind us. Behind us. Oh, behind me. Wait, what?
Hostile personnel captured the hard point.
Not even just with that bug, but as well, I mean, I was honestly not doing that well for this first match since, I mean, yeah, of course, it's my first match ever. We were getting stomped quite a bit, so at some point, we were just getting absolutely bombarded by a VTOL ship.
What is it? It's a VTOL.
Hardpoint identified.
That's the VTOL.
Yeah, kind of a weird and rough sort of start for my first match ever, but I mean, hey, at least my friend got play at the game.
Oh my god, the flick. Holy shit, that really...
Now, before we move on to any other clips I have, or at least the more interesting moments I would say I got from this beta, I want to take a little moment to talk about the one score streak, which is called the Gravemaker. Yeah, this fucking thing right here. There had to be very little kind of like thought process with this one. It's like whoever dev was this that came up with this idea was just like, you know what? Let's add in a bulky, heavy, like cybernetic looking sniper that basically has a charge up from like Widow Sniper from Overwatch and just let it shoot through basically any surface imaginable. I can only imagine somebody's going on a huge streak just trying to get like either just the highest score streak or like trying to get a nuke, and you're like 1 or 2 kills off, and then out of nowhere you just get killed. You don't know where it is, but then when you watch the kill cam, all you see is just... Yeah! That's gonna be rough to whoever that unfortunate outcome will happen to. So to any players that's gonna be, you know, getting this game, future sorries for that kind of scenario that will probably happen to you if it were to, you know, be the outcome. So after a few more matches, I then decided to snipe, and let's just say, yeah, it went completely fine.
Run. Oh, wall run.
Nope.
Pinpointing.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
I don't know, but...
Garbage!
Oh, my first thing we're gonna hit Mark. Let's go.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Beware, Enemy watchdog helo incoming.
Oh, finally a kill.
To
Oh, that's my
supervisors
best
for
game
evaluation.
yet.
Also, during the same match that I was trying to snipe, which obviously did not work out at all, I kept hearing this strange, alarmish buzz noise kind of just going off every now and then. If I had to take a guess, I would probably say it was coming from the score streak that was in the air during the time that these noises were going off, which was a helicopter score streak, whatever the name of it is in this game. I'll be honest, this noise was a bit annoying and I couldn't help myself, but every time that it went off, it just reminded me of this. That alarming noise kinda sounds like a modified version of that startled scream from Beavis. And from that point, I just couldn't get that out of my head. So just keep that clip I showed you of Beavis in mind, and now here's the noise in-game that I was talking about.
Oh yeah, I'm basic. What is that noise? What is that noise?
Yeah, so that noise was a thing. Here is a clip of me just getting absolutely embarrassed.
That was one of the worst things I've ever seen!
And an enemy player that was trying to go for cool flicks, or their sensitivity was just high. I don't know. Now with this next clip, I want you to pay attention to the player that I killed, okay? I want you to remember their name. So I killed this player, and then I tried to get more kills since I was in the enemy spawn, but then I died. But then afterwards, when I spawned back into our spawn, and I looked to my right, I then saw an enemy possibly spawning within the same area that I spawned in. And guess who the player was?
Well, I don't know. This shit didn't pull like me. Were
Pinpoint incoming.
Lynn designated you a target.
Did I just see that?
Yep, that's right. It was the same guy, leading to the possible conclusion that he spawned in our spawn. Because I'll be honest, there was at least less than a handful of times where I've noticed that the enemy has possibly spawned within whatever like my team was spawning in. So the spawns were a little bit wacky, but it didn't happen that often, at least with my little playtime experience. And if you thought that possible spawning was weird, honestly, I don't know what the fuck my friend was even trying to do here.
What are you doing? No, stop what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I just had to troll him a little bit. I know he was trying to kill an enemy, but again, I let my trolling side get the better of me. Now here's the thing I definitely want to say when it comes to the voice announcements for like your soldier or like for the entire match. Some of the lines were just either like weird or just super corny / goofy.
I never forget a face.
What did my character say? Hear that, bro? Never gonna forget your face.
Bravo lost. All locations are ours. Hell yeah!
The trick is all ours. Hell yeah.
And even though those might have been a bit, weird and goofy kind of, voice announcements, at least now I can be at ease with myself knowing that I've died to this kind of gamer tag.
Grandson P.
And of course, it really wouldn't be modern COD without having, the weird winner circle and emotes. Even though I will say that particular emote that was done just does not compare to some other ones, to say the least, but still pretty goofy. Now I specifically want to talk about headshots, because I guess in this game there are like 2 different kinds of headshots, I suppose. Because there's one symbol where I guess it's just a normal headshot, and then there's one that's like more of a red skull that I guess is like a critical kind of headshot. Not entirely sure, But in particular, with the more critical, I guess, headshot, instead of just having like just normal noise for it whenever you get a headshot, this time around it's just a guitar riff. And it happens every time somebody gets a critical headshot on you. And it's just obnoxious if I'm gonna be upfront. And if you don't skip the kill cam in time, it happens again.
Wow, don't need this obnoxious, like, guitar riff every time an enemy gets a headshot on.
One last thing I'll say about the headshot aspect is that since it's a guitar riff, it honestly just blends in with all of the other, like, let's say you level up your weapon or you unlock the challenge or something. With those kinds of other, like, I guess pop-up features, since some of those also do have some sort of a guitar riff. And so there's not much of like differentiating factors in between those. So it just kind of sounds the same. Now, to the player that I killed right here that decided to just try and absolutely just MLG the shit out of me, please take your ass over to CDL or rank play, whatever the hell, the moment this game comes out, and just live your life there by doing this kind of shit. By the way, that was not a deserving headshot. If you pay attention to where my aim was, yeah, just not a headshot. And the last moment that I will be showcasing is about a particular attachment for the LMG category. Now, I don't know if this is something that's in the other like weapon types as well, but oh boy, is it a weird one. So hear me out. There is an attachment for the LMG, for the underbarrel, that will allow you to hold your breath. That's right, you heard it. Hold your breath with an LMG. So here you see, I'm trying to see whatever I can put. I decided to put on this particular attachment for the underbarrel. And so then here I looked at it, but then here I had a pause moment. And the moment that I looked back to see if I was correct, yeah, it said that. And so this was my reaction after double checking the attachment description. And with that, I just had to meme around with it.
Oh, yo, go focus here at the angle. Yeah.
Outgunned.
Yeah.
He's over.
Gotta focus. Holding focus. Gotta hold my focus. Gotta hold my breath.
Overload device successfully delivered.
Way too tense. Hold focus. Hold focus.
And that's it. So those are just some of the more interesting moments I could get from, again, my very little playtime with this beta. And hey, more power to the people that will be still buying this game. At least with me, my headspace is more towards, another kind of game. But hey, if you manage to find enjoyment for whatever reasons they may be, then kudos. And I truly mean that. Kudos to you. But anyways, later.